Greetings everyone and welcome back to Masfra. It's Alexibot here once again. This channel is for people feeling lost with no sense of direction. The reason why at long last I have decided to dedicate this channel to people feeling lost with no sense of direction or purpose is because I have been there. I was feeling confused or lost with no direction as to why I'm on earth. What is my purpose? And because I couldn't express my unique self out there, this ultimately led to depression and anxiety. And I believe that if I went through all this myself, it means that I'm not the only one experiencing this problem. That is why I've decided to dedicate this channel solely on how we can take possession of our mind, how we can use our mind most effectively to bring mental, physical, and spiritual freedom in our lives. So this channel is going to be all about the mind, how we can gain adequate control of the mind. And to actually use the mind most effectively, we must have what? Balance in every area of our lives, in our finances, in our occupation, in our schooling, in our marriages, our relationship, our social life. Everything has to be balanced. It means that one area cannot be lacking. And if one area is lacking, let's say our health or finances, it tends to, I'll say, slow down our thinking, because we have to know that poverty discourages thinking. A non-healthy body also discourages thinking, because truly speaking, if you are not strong physically, you cannot simply put out your very best out there. If you're having hard time in your relationship, this can affect the mind and it's causing a lot of mental breakdown. So to desire to have money or the perfect relationship is not being materialistic or vanity. The problem comes with when these external things start to control the way you think. For instance, money is not the root of evil, but the love of money, which is the root of evil, because the love of money can change the way you think. It can cause you to become, I would say, greedy or corrupt. In order for us to be truly free and happy, is to know how to get what we want out of life without causing, I would say, any form of friction or chaos for others or even for ourselves. We have to know how to negotiate our way through life harmoniously. We cannot do this through willpower alone. That is why in today's video we are going to talk about consciousness. So consciousness is about awareness. It's about knowing yourself and everything around you. It's about seeking the truth. And there are varying degrees of consciousness. As we keep learning, the knowledge never ends. That is why there's never an end to knowing all the secrets about the universe. There's never an end to knowing God. Most of us turn to our spiritual life when almost everything, both physically and mentally, has failed us. It means that we cannot rely solely on our mental and physical strength. At a point in time, we have to rely on our spiritual strength also. Every strength is important. Mental, physical, and then spiritual is important. And the first stage to take control of the mind is to follow God. And what do I mean by following God? To follow God is to what? Have faith within yourself and seek the truth. Now, at one point in time, when I was young, I was living with other people's expectations of how they wanted me to see the truth. And I was getting confused with all this turmoil going on in my life. In as much as, let's say, maybe I'll sit in church, I'm doing it because that is what everyone else is doing. But it is until I started feeling lost that I had to come face to face with my weakness, right? And walk a certain path, right? Meaning that now I decided to follow the path of my unique perspective, the path less traveled. To follow the path of your unique perspective is when you start to accept your weaknesses and then your flaws. You look directly in the mirror and come face to face with your weaknesses so that you can correct all your weaknesses. Because we have to know that the weaknesses are implanted directly in the subconscious mind. All the emotions are buried in the subconscious mind. So you become conscious by following God and seeking the truth, understanding natural laws. This is why so many people who neglect this stage and go after these things on the external, sometimes some of them become very rich or wealthy, but they don't feel adequate on the inside. They have this sense of feeling that they are not enough, right? Or they are feeling unsatisfied or ungrateful or unfulfilled. Is because they do not have any clear-cut belief or reason as to why they are doing the things they do. They do not even know themselves on a deeper level. They do not even understand the universe, how the universe works on a deeper level. This is why the first stage is to follow God, is to have consciousness. Certain people push the human race forward as their knowledge keep expanding, as their consciousness start to expand. So we all have this unique or infinite wisdom which is inside us, and this infinite wisdom is godlike. And it's until we come to terms with staying alone for some time and knowing our weaknesses and strength, which is buried right inside us, is when we can truly or freely express our God-given abilities. Now, this infinite wisdom is is godlike, and our mission on earth is to is to love and create. So this brings us to the end of this video about consciousness. And like I said previously, Masfra will solely be about the mind and how to use the mind most effectively. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and then subscribe. And then we'll see you in the next time.